Great new day and welcome back to Shadows to Sunshine. I'm Cherish here with our new series, Rays of Sunshine. Rays of Sunshine is a short art therapy exercise used to help you facilitate shadow work. And I want to welcome you to the garden. If you are here, you are ready to begin your shadow work journey and deal with some underlying issues. Now, with that being said, what each of you may experience will vary depending on where you are on your journey. This is not a substitution for medical or psychiatric treatment if needed, okay? Shadow work is a spiritual self-healing process that dives into those dark, repressed areas of your unconscious, illuminating those shadows, taking away their power. So let's grow together in the sun. Today we're going to do the balloon release exercise. This is a simple exercise and requires very few materials. I printed out a simple coloring page. You can draw the balloons and include as many as you choose. Each string of the balloon represents the inciting trauma. Depending on where you are in this journey, you may not know, and that's okay. You can start with wherever you are. I chose to include my own personal traumas to share in these series, so this picture is a great example of my overlapping traumas. I chose to coordinate each balloon color with the color marker I am using on the string. If you have not gotten to the space where you have identified the initial trauma, you will begin at the next part, but I would like you to take that time while you're sitting there to just truly think, like, when did I originally start feeling like this? What caused this? And get to the source of those issues. For me, I'm choosing to include that my dad was absent, my body shaming, financial instability that I felt as a child and how that affected me growing up and into the person I've become. Now, I stopped at 4 because these are things that I have worked through and worked on already, and that I feel like I am successful in recognizing these and being very self-aware. Now, if you don't have markers, you can use crayons, any utensils that you have, watercolors, highlighters, colored pencils, gel pens, whatever. Be unique. This is your chance just to express. You're not looking for perfection. You are looking to get those negative perceptions and negative incidents out of your head. They're just floating over you, and you're clinging onto these balloons, and it's now time to let them go. So the next thing you'll do is you will write inside of each one of the balloons what the residual perceptions you have of yourself are. For me, the financial instability caused anxiety. The hypersexualization caused me to feel devalued. The absent father left me feeling unprotected, and the body shaming caused dysmorphia. So after you've identified those, color how you feel. Fill those balloons in whatever way is comfortable for you, and how seeing that balloon, what it looks like in your mind. You can scribble, you can dot, you can shade, you can really just do whatever it is you want. Like, show how it presents to you. I just went with basic strokes because it's very calming for me now at this point. Like, I don't feel the initial emotions that were linked to each one of these traumas in the beginning. But begin where you are. It's okay if it looks a mess to what other people would think it's supposed to look like. This is your healing process. It's not going to be pretty. Now, with the rest of the balloons that I had, I decided to add the residual effects of those initial perceptions. things that they led me to. The depression, being loyal to a fault, needing to be in control. And I colored those gray because I felt like those were shadows of those 4 balloons in the forefront. They were the things that I had the hardest time realizing what set those on. So again, like I said, I'm just using long strokes because I've actively worked on this, and it was not an easy process, and we all have to start somewhere. So begin where you are. I know I've said that, but that is the most important thing about this. Now, I finished this, and you can take however long you want with this exercise. I really advise, some of you, please don't exceed an hour, because then it will become excessive and feel more like work than actually just releasing those traumas. Now, the next portion of this video is going to contain the shadow work exercise that I utilize whenever doing these. So if you are not interested, now is the time to exit the video. And as we continue on with the shadow work, I hope that those here will understand what we're doing. For this portion, I will be using my cauldron as a burn-safe dish. I chose to fold my therapy's page into 4 times because I did 4 primary traumas, and 4 has been a significant number in my healing. I want these feelings to float away, so I literally chose to burn them, releasing them fully. Add a little water for safe measure just to make sure, and I make sure they're burned pretty good. And after that, I'm excited to see the way the ultimate project ends. You can burn it till it's completely gone. You can stop and reflect over it, or if you want to keep a piece of this journey to go back to for later reference. Whatever feels good to you, please, by all means, make sure you do that. This will be an individual experience, especially with shadow work, because you have to go from where you are. Wow, the strings are gone and the balloons are free to float away. Isn't that a great feeling?